set out in renewed pursuit of home comforts. Remarkably, Arsenal have lost 3 games in a row at Highbury and are glad to be reinforced by Patrick Vieira's return from suspension. Oleg Luzhny deputises at right back for the injured Lauren. Robert Pires is still only fit enough for the Premiership bench, but Sol Campbell passed the morning fitness test and plays. 2 of his 3 Arsenal goals have come against Newcastle. For the Magpies, Kieran Dyer begins a league game for the first time since getting hurt with England in Bratislava. He's up front, just off Alan Shearer. Andy O'Brien and Nikos Dabizas are reunited after a month apart in central defence. And because of Laurent Robert's broken cheekbone, the thrilling young Portuguese Hugo Viana makes only his 3rd Premiership start. Well, some of last season's defining league and cup moments arrived in games between these two. Dennis Bergkamp's goal of the season, the campaign-ending injury to Robert Pires, player of the season. Indeed, it was on this ground that Newcastle inflicted on Arsenal the last domestic defeat of their double-winning year. It is a fixture which, one way or another, has tended to matter recently. Patrick Vieira is back as the midfield enforcer for the champions. Gilberto caught on the ball, Shearer holding it up, Speed taking it. Nobby Solana. Touched back by Kieran Dyer. This is Viana getting the start he has so craved in the Premiership in Robert's absence. Only 19 years old, £8.5 million he cost them from Sporting Lisbon. Campbell with a hurried clearance. Coming between Jenas and Dyer, and now Henry with the first chance to run with ball at feet, with Bergkamp going ahead of him. This is Dennis Bergkamp for Arsenal. He's hit the post. Bergkamp again. Such grace of movement, such clever location of space, and within half an inch of locating the net as well. So he'll be back on the bench now. His ribs aren't giving him so much chip just at the moment. He's got a good record on this ground. Won here with Newcastle last year, of course, and had 3 wins on the trot with Ipswich in the mid-70s. Wiltshire, Luzhny ahead of it. Oleg Luzhny for Arsenal. Behind off Dabizas for a corner. Vieira forward to take charge of the penalty area. Vieira! Very close. So much muscle, so much authority from the Arsenal skipper. And he made contact with the full force of the forehead. Speed played a super ball for Solano. Sigon took it from Shearer. Ljungberg. Bergkamp. Oh, that's a magnificent ball for Henry. Thierry Henry, Freddie Ljungberg, good challenge by Jenas. And it's come out for Dyer. Solano. Shearer's pulled out wide. Solano. Just how good was this vision and this delivery from Dennis Bergkamp? One look up, one swing of that glorious right boot. Sigon going safety first. Cole. Ljungberg. That's another terrific ball for Henry. He's worrying Hughes and playing in Oleg Luzhny. 1-0. Selman Weltel. Arsenal's swagger has brought thought about the opening goal. They are playing the way Arsenal can play, always seem to have an extra man. The extra this time was Oleg Luzhny on the overlap. And the fellow waiting for the unmissable chance in the middle was Sylvain Wiltord. On from Vieira, Ljungberg's there first. Oh! Beautiful subtlety of touch. So deft from Freddie Ljungberg. Shea Given didn't know whether to come or stay. He got caught halfway. And Freddie Ljungberg kissed the crossbar. Speed dug out a good ball there for Viana. Away from Luzhny. Viana! He's hit the crossbar! That was a fabulous effort. Bolt from the blue, which had David Seaman beaten. I wonder if it were needed for Arsenal that they do only lead by one. But they have the ball with Henry, who's played in Bergkamp. Hughes saw him away. Just such a watchable match this at either end now. Good strength from Hughes. Actually, Given got a fingertip on it. That's why it is a corner. Vieira up high. And again. And in for Seagull. And down for Ljungberg! And Given made himself big, and Shearer can see it out of the immediate danger area. Seagull did well to make the chance. Ljungberg saw no flag, but did see the vast frame of an Irish goalkeeper. Henry. In behind Hughes for Wiltord. Gilberto. Wiltord. Luzhny wants to join the attack again, and has. It is Oleg Luzhny for Arsenal. That goal will come. This is his 94th game in the famous red shirt, and he still hasn't broken his Arsenal duck. But he's having quite an impact in the forward third of the field. Good kick against Kieran Dyer. Well, that has just been a thoroughly engaging watch. Patrick Vieira has been an imperious returning skipper for Arsenal. Sylvain Wiltord scored their only goal after 25 minutes. Dennis Bergkamp had hit a post before that. Hugo Viana for Newcastle hit the crossbar after that. Shea Givens made a good save or two. Arsenal lead 1-0. It has been glorious football at times. Well, few, if any, sides have as good a visiting record at Highbury as Newcastle United do. They've won 3 of their 9 Premiership games on this ground. Seaman, Campbell, Cole, Dyer. If only Shearer to look at for the England boss, who's brought the other half to the game today. Ljungberg biting in and winning it with Wiltord wide of him, and Bergkamp through the middle. Sylvain Wiltord. Oh! Henry thought he was pushed. He certainly tumbled, and but for that tumble, he might well have put a finish on it. Ljungberg made it possible. Nothing wrong with Wiltord's pass, and Henry just seemed to go over his own shins. One from Given and one by Shearer, and chased by Solano. and drifted beyond Seaman, who just about clung on second time. And who, given the questions asked about his capacity to backpedal very adroitly then. Amiobi. Super tackle by Sol Campbell. Well worked out by Jenas, and taken by Speed, and then stood away by Campbell for Pires, who has quite a lot of acreage ahead of him. Griffin partially away, Pires back in, Thierry Henry has pulled it wide. More times than not that goes in. Pires had threaded the eye of a relatively small needle. Usually into touch. Speed's cross. Paul's acrobatic header. Pires again. Vieira's gone with him. It's Patrick Vieira for Arsenal. It's only a corner, and again, Andy Griffin's done very well as the covering full-back to stay with the thrust of Arsenal's attack. Given under threat once more. Henry. And behind at the back post by Hughes. Seagon got something of it, and Hughes got something of Seagon. Inadvertently, nothing deliberate about it. This will stop it hurting. Wiltor. Illusion, shoot, they say. In the north bank. Wiltor again, though. Seagon stepped over it, and Pires flicked it over. And it was just a deft little flick of D'Artagnan's sword. Robert Pires was very close. Amiobi will rise. Seagon rose with him. Out by Gilberto. Bernard has to win it for Newcastle, and does. He got a touch from Ljungberg, who's delaying the free kick. Past 48 second half minutes now. Bernard lifting it in. And Campbell seeing it out. And Pires can run down the clock here and can run the length of the field. Henry. Will the corner flag suffice for him, or is he more ambitious than that? That'll do. 1-0 to the Arsenal for the second league game running. It rings a distant bell, and a happy one for Arsene Wenger and for followers of Arsenal, whose sticky patch appears to be behind them. They win at Highbury for the first time in more than a month. They prolong Newcastle's problems away from home. Patrick Vieira's return as captain in the Premiership was clearly a factor. He was awesome. Wiltor was the match winner. And Arsenal, the champions, continue to pursue another championship. 1-0 winners, courtesy of Sylvain Wiltor.
It was a very good day for us, but overall we are concentrating on the way we play, and I'm very happy with the way we played. We were determined, created so many chances, and I'm pleased as well by not scoring the goals, that we could keep a clean sheet twice now in two games, two big games, and we kept the concentration and looked very solid defensively as well.
Vieira on that form is probably the best player in the world. He was absolutely awesome today, and Gilberto, the way they protect the back four and the way they break up play and create play, they're awesome, and all credit to them too, because they and themselves prevented us from playing.
Our midfield was superb. Jay Jennings and Gary Speed battled out, because their two midfielders are superb. Gary Speed said today, in a long career, that boy Vieira is the best midfield player, I think he said, that he's ever played against. And some of his play was awesome. And the other boy, Gilberto, isn't a dead either, you know. So they had a strong midfield, and but we were combative and never outplayed, but always they just had that edge, and I know that.
1-0 sounds tight. In the old days, it would have been dull, wouldn't it, 1-0 to the Arsenal? But, I mean, they were superb today again.
They actually battered Newcastle today, you know. Yeah. They didn't.
They're rightly saying how well, I mean, Vieira was immense. He said go from the kick-off, and he drove the team. But you need front players, and we talked about front players last week. We're going to look at another one tonight. Thierry Henry. I mean, his movement, the way he works the whole width of the field, and he scores goals as well. But I can't ever recall there's ever seen a striker that makes as many chances for other front players as this fella does. I mean, this is the goal. Look at it. He pulls around the shoulder. Great diagonal ball to him. Settles. I thought he was going to isolate the defender and get at him here, but he dwells. But Diombarna doesn't take a good covering position, but ball to perfection, loosely catching up, eases it across the face. They're looking for offside, but that is clinical. And he roams, he rages, he goes on both sides of the field. And there's Vieira, there's the big man, dinks it over the top, and he knows that the pace. Defender, you think's got a chance. The turbo goes on there. Look at that for a surge. That is an unbelievable surge. He lulls the defender into thinking he's got it, and surges, just can't set up the little chance. I love this little cameo. Takes it in the corner, boxed in, little trick. Maybe grabs Solano's shirt a little bit. Here we go. Boom, boom. Little lollipop. Does the fella. Rolls it across the face. And that is the first time I've ever seen Shearer miss from that distance. I ain't never seen Shearer. Weakness in his play. He may be not quite the predator that one or two of his competitors are. I think that's a good goal-scoring chance. He may have been bundled, he may have been touched, but he didn't really get on the end of it. And probably that's a weakness. But have a look at this. This is about movement. This is about tremendous movement. No defender can pick him up. Pires has run the ball 30, 40 yards, times his ball, his pass. He gets intercepted. Bit of luck here, but it's played straight back into his path. But the movement that got him there was terrific. Finishing once again, that could have been that little bit more clinical. But you're looking at a player, as I say, that we talked about great strikers last week. We're talking about another one this week, but a different type of one that sets up a lot of chances for other players in the team. Yeah, you were saying last week about Owen and Van Nistelrooy, who you'd prefer in your team if you had a choice between the two of them. Where does this guy fit into that scenario, do you say? He's my favourite. I think he's my favourite. I think the fella's this week he's your favourite. No, he is my favourite. This fella. What would be awesome, wouldn't it, if one of the other two played with somebody like this? I mean, they get 200 goals a season between them, because he gets his whack, and he makes that many chances for other players. It's unreal. We've got a little graphic to show you, which you might be able to interpret for us. What is it? I mean, you look. Owen's got the best rate, you know, for shots, goals on target. But I think Owen gets fewer chances than the others. I think he has to make the most of his chances. What it doesn't show, obviously, if that showed Henry's assistance, the assists he makes, the chances he makes for other players, he would be miles ahead of anybody. He makes more chances as a striker than any striker in Europe. And he takes the corners. And
those three, they should have been. Well, goal scorers don't take corners, Des. Come on, those figures there were absolutely.
What do you mean he was top scorer last year?
You don't take goal scorer. You don't take corners if you're a goal scorer. You're going to see Michael Owen. They've got it right there. Michael Owen's a goal scorer. You don't take corners because you want to be in the six.
That fella from Macedonia did.
If he didn't take the corners, how many and various free kicks?
What a goal scorer he'd be if he didn't take corners. I'll tell you that for nothing.
He's a team player, Des.
Yeah, he's got to improve.